Hey guys, welcome to tonight's segment of the Nightly News, presented by AussieVerse. Today I am joined by Grodd, Mark Grodd Watson, and OmniBeau. And
How you doing, mate?
pretty good. Heard any interesting news lately?
Well, we've had a few things drop on us very lately, so yeah, I'm interested to discuss them.
You, OmniBeau, you heard anything interesting lately?
Yeah, it's summer, but you wouldn't believe it.
Before we get down to the fun business, we have to do our usual plugging. So go follow us on Instagram at AussieVerse_comics and go follow our amazing thumbnail and editor, A51 Designs, on Instagram. She does amazing work, so go check it out. Now that we're through the pleasantries, we've had a little bit of some important news drop today. That
What's
Henry
the important
Cavill.
news, though?
Henry Cavill, he's out of Superman. He's gone. Dunzo. He fizzled out, so to say.
Yes.
Now not the man of tomorrow. He's the man of yesterday. Where do I come up with this?
Oh God, that's it for us. Close it up.
It's all downhill from there.
Well, we can't talk that, so shut it down. Now, obviously, the news is today. What we're talking about is Henry Cavill had a meeting with James Gunn and is told that he's no longer required as Superman. That they're going to go in a different direction. They're going to go for a younger, and they're going to start fresh. They're going to pretty much reboot everything, except for maybe what's happened in the last year and stuff like that. So my initial thoughts is, look, I feel for Henry. I love Henry Cavill. Just as a person, I don't love him as Superman, but just as a person, I would love him to be my Superman. But that time has passed, I guess. He was in 3 movies as Superman. We know him as Superman or The Witcher and stuff like that. So
technically he was in 4, but that 4th one was for like 5 seconds.
Yeah. Actually, very true. So Black Adam, yeah.
It's funny, because to this day, when I look at Henry Cavill, I still see him as the character from The Tudors, which was an English royalty show. That's where I first saw him. I've never been able to see him as anything else.
Yeah.
Well, I just see Geralt of Rivia going,
It's funny because we've talked about a few times on this channel how sometimes the character's bigger than the actor, and there's been times we've talked about how actors can't be replaced in certain roles, like Robbie Downey Jr. as Iron Man and stuff like that. We can't see another. I think Superman's a powerful enough character where we can recast, although there's been doubts in our own personal minds because we love the person. Because I grew up with Christopher Reeves. I didn't think anyone else would do anything better. Then Henry Cavill came along, and then you had Kane, and then before that you had Kane, and then even to the point of Superman and Lois, Tyler Hetchinson, whatever his name is pretty damn good as Superman and Clark Kent. So
hey, I thought Brandon Routh was really good too.
Yeah,
the movie was great, but he did a good job.
Brandon Routh was so good they had to digitally shrink his package.
Another one.
Oh, it's him and Paul.
Yep.
Oh boy.
See, that's why I want to go to Hollywood, just so I can turn around to people and potentially be somebody that's had his package shrunk. You can turn around and put that on your resume.
That's right. That's just the goal. But yeah, look, I'm mixed thoughts because I obviously am. I love Henry Cavill, but it's just I get it. If you're going to do it, let's do it right. We don't even know if it's going to be done right, though. That's the thing. Thing is, with change, it just means change. It doesn't mean if it's going to be better or if it's going to be worse. It just means change until it happens. So yeah. Anyone else want to take over?
A thing I said recently on what I think it was one of our live chats was that they're either going to bring everything over or they're going to bring nothing over. I think they're going full scorched earth and they're not bringing anything over. So I think Peacemaker season 2, that's it for that. Because that still has its ties to what has come before. And if you want to truly start over, that has to go.
So are you telling me that Margot Robbie is out as Harley Quinn?
I would suspect yes.
See, I'd find that hard to believe. They've got a gold.
Very hard to believe. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they had a gold mine there with Henry Cavill as Superman as well, and he's out.
No. I think a gold mine.
Jason Momoa as Aquaman. He's
yeah.
supposedly out too.
I'm thinking the Zack Snyder stuff is out.
I agree with oh my god, Jason Momoa.
Plus, you don't want anyone to associate any of the new stuff with the old stuff.
But
so
as much
to
as
do that, you gotta get rid of all the old stuff.
Yeah, but as much as I liked Henry Cavill as Superman, I don't think it was really a gold mine. Do you know what I mean? Like, he did a good job and everything, but a gold mine? Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree. Like, him as portraying Superman was good, but the movies he was in, we can be semi-happy to forget. I mean, like, we'll always go back and watch it.
That's why I say Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn is a gold mine, because I don't care what movie they put Margot Robbie in. If she's playing Harley Quinn, it's gonna make money.
Yep. Here's the thing: I think if you just put Harley Quinn in a movie, it'll make money, because Harley Quinn is such a merchandisable character that people will go watch it just to see Harley Quinn.
100% correct. And eventually, like, fingers crossed, we can bring a punchline in and have the two of them go at it. That'll be fantastic. Not a big fan of Punchline, Ryan?
I don't mind Punchline, actually.
Yeah.
She hasn't really done too much, apart from, I would say, Joker War. But apart from that, I don't mind her.
She's got a solo series now. I have the first 2 issues. I haven't read them yet. But yeah, we'll see how she goes.
But we also got the news of James Gunn. He's writing a Superman movie as well.
See, I just can't picture that.
Yeah.
I just can't picture that.
I heard, and this James Gunn, we know he has a style. It makes me worry a little bit. But when he said it's going to be early days, but it's not in Kansas, Metropolis, this is what I want to see. Look, I read a lot of Superman comic books, and the best part I like about it is his sort of side characters in Metropolis. They always do seem to revert back to Kansas, being in the farm and whatever. But I like the Metropolis part, so I'm excited about this. So that bit, I like that.
I think when it comes to characters like Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man, especially, we don't need origin movies anymore. You know, if it's 20 years later, maybe refresh the audience, but we've had so much of it, man. If we get any origin with Superman, I think it's just a waste of screen time.
Believe it or not, so everyone always goes on about Batman's origin, how it's been portrayed so many times in movies. It's only really been done properly once.
Oh, no. What do you want about?
So we only really got the full origin in Batman Begins. In Batman 89, we just get his parents are shot in the alley.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's what I mean, though. You don't need any origin. Everyone knows it.
Yeah, everyone knows his parents died, so we don't need to see it again. Is I guess what Bo's trying to say. We don't need to see the pearls drop to the ground.
We don't need to see Krypton blow up again and him
Hmm.
dealing with his powers, going through puberty and all that
Exactly.
sort of
In the little town Kansas, in the little city Kansas, yeah, I wanted in Metropolis, and because we never really got that with Henry, we saw him go. We saw it a little bit of Batman versus Superman, but he just it was. And nothing against. This is going to sound mean. Nothing against Amy Adams, but we're going to get a new Lois. That means, and that's. I think that's an important character, Lois.
Welcome to the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's an important character. And nothing against Amy. I didn't quite feel her as Lois. So.
Yeah, that is really weird, actually, because I think Amy Adams is a great actor, and
Yeah.
I think she's wonderful. But you're right. I didn't quite feel it with her either.
I think she's quite good at like she could be funny, or she could be a strong woman and stuff like that. She's nailed every other role that I've ever seen. Just Lois, I just like you said, Bo, I didn't feel it. It just didn't feel like Lois. But yeah,
I'll give you a pitch. Bryce Dallas Howard as Lois.
Bryce Dallas Howard. Hang on.
you're gonna have to refresh my memory of where she's from.
Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man 3. She's also in Jurassic World. She
Oh,
plays the
wow.
CEO woman.
Yeah, no. I don't see that. I could be wrong.
What was her name again? Sorry.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh, so it's Ronnie Howard's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Okay, cool.
Okay, so I do know who that is. Depends how young they're going to make Clark, because I guess she's getting up into almost 40-year-old. So
I'd see more of like a Jessica Chastain as Lois, possibly.
Hmm.
You need a woman with a bit of cojones, you know.
So Tom Holland is Lois Lane.
What?
That.
Yeah, no.
yeah, no.
What about Steinfeld? Gwen Stacy's voice.
Taken. She's Kate Bishop.
She could also be Lois.
She's also her wheelhouse is that she's clumsy. That's her wheelhouse. She's always a clumsy character, and she's quite funny.
I don't think that Lois Lane is much of a clumsy character, though.
Yeah, but I really I like Hayley Steinfeld. I reckon she's a top actor, and she's got charisma with anybody that she works with. So it's the Edge of 17 where she's with Woody Harrelson. Was it actually a pretty good movie?
Let's not forget Bumblebee, where she had to act beside a CGI robot the whole movie.
She's fantastic.
I've actually also always wanted Alison Brie to join a superhero franchise.
Okay, yeah, good. That's a good one. I like
reckon
that.
she'd be really good.
Yeah, no, agree. Oh yeah. That's not a bad loss.
Yeah. I'm surprised she hasn't been something already.
Great.
We also got the news today that they've been talking to Ben Affleck, but not to act in anything, but to direct. And one of the movies that they were talking to him about may be Superman.
Oh, come on. Why are they obsessed with Ben Affleck?
Ben Affleck's a good director. I don't know what you're on about.
Did he win the Oscar for Fargo or whatever it was?
Yeah, Argo, he won an Oscar for
Argo,
yeah. Argo, yeah, right. Yeah, okay. I just don't understand this need for Ben Affleck.
I think I know Affleck loves the industry. I know he loves comics and he loves DC.
Okay, that's fair enough. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a massive comic book fan.
And so is Eminem. Does that mean Eminem should be in a movie?
Well, no, Eminem's already been a part of a Marvel movie. He did the soundtrack for Venom.
He wasn't contributed
to it. He contributed to a Marvel movie.
He wasn't in Venom.
He contributed to a Marvel movie.
Don't forget, Ben Affleck is like, was it almost best friends with Kevin Smith? because he's always in jail in Silent Bob movies.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people are best friends with Kevin Smith.
Yeah, but that's how their career started. Well, apart from Good Will Hunting, he was in Mallrats as the jock.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck was, and yeah, they're best of buds, and that's a comic book writer, so he has comic book friends, so that means he's a comic book fan, and he was in Daredevil, and he really wanted Batman, and I don't know. As to write Superman, doesn't feel great. Again,
the thing that does get me excited about James Gunn doing Superman is the fact that we'll have an awesome villain.
Yeah, it could be a weird one too.
Kryptonite Man.
Yeah,
I just find it hard to believe that Lex Luthor will be the main villain this time.
Not for the first movie, because if he's going to start fresh and it's a 10-year plan, we're at least going to get 3 Superman movies. So
God, Eisenberg's out.
Yeah, that's right.
And if it's James Gunn, I'm sure he's going to seed Lex Luthor in there anyway. Because if Clark Kent's doing reporter stuff, it would make sense that the first movie, maybe it's trying to bring Lex's reputation down a notch. And in the second movie, he fights Lex Luthor or Superman.
Yeah, I agree. And to your point, Bo, you do think about the other castings. The only one, apart from Henry Cavill, that I really liked was Lawrence Fishburne's Perry White. I thought that was good.
Yeah. Yep.
He didn't really have a big role. But Perry White, I think, is pretty important. We might finally get, apart from the 77, we might finally get a Jimmy Olsen.
Yep.
I mean, we had one in Batman vs. Superman. He just died in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, right? Like,
I really couldn't even remember that.
I couldn't believe that when I first saw that. Jimmy Olsen dies.
Not cool. Not cool.
Not cool.
Do we have any more thoughts?
To go on the point before Ben Affleck, the point of Ben Affleck, I'm not sure, unless he's got a good plan, unless they got a good plan, direct. But can we just do it like a maybe Batman Beyond series and he can still be Bruce Wayne? Because
apparently that was what we're going to work on with Michael Keating, though. And then they cancelled it.
Was that the Michael Keating, or
Yeah, it was the Michael Keaton. It was the Michael Keaton one.
So swap it over to Ben Affleck.
So what happens with the Flash movie now?
It's still going to come out.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm still. Look, I still think there's an 80% chance it's going to come out, but there is, for me personally, I think there's a 20% chance it might not ever come out.
Yeah.
I still think there's a chance it might not ever come out. It's very slim.
It's weird if it comes out now, isn't it? Like,
I agree.
It's weird if it doesn't because they spent so much money and made it all, but it's weird if it does as well.
Yeah. I love that it's going to come out, shake up the universe, and then everything's just going to get rebooted 2 movies later.
Yeah, because apparently they said they scrapped, there's a Henry Cavill and Aquaman scene in it, and they've scrapped it.
So what they should do is they should release the Flash movie straight to HBO Max.
Yeah, but they don't want to lose the money on it.
In the beginning, they have a disclaimer. Before the movie starts, a disclaimer pops up and just says, ignore everything you are about to see. Enjoy. And then you watch the Flash movie.
Yeah, it's kind of, and it's disappointing, not because, just mainly because I'm a Flash fan. It's disappointing that this is a worst timing for a Flash movie to come out. It's just, as you said, it's basically just saying, ignore everything, Ken. And I was just like, but I've been waiting my whole life for a goddamn Flash movie. And but we do need a reboot of Ezra Miller, so yeah.
What's the status of Ezra Miller? Like, is he in jail now in a nut house?
I don't know. He's just being Ezra Miller, I suppose.
He's apologizing. Apparently that makes it okay.
Fair enough.
Well, let's just get a word in from our sponsor, Comx.
This show is sponsored by the Comx shop. Check out comx.cx for all things Comx and find out what Comx is all about. We hope you enjoyed the show.
You know, you can stop that earlier if you want.